This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 22. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. And not only they, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves, groan within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit the redemption of our body. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone that rule over well over the flock that taught us 100% truth, man. The few Akim and Akwathia that's listening and learning on the sides. Shalom to you as well. You cancel the likewise doctrine is great millstone. Shalom to you brothers as well, and salutations to the whole elect, man. It's not the same no more. You know, I had seen this little short snippet that I had got from one of the brothers. Some people are starting to realize that something ain't right in Babylon. Things don't feel the way they used to be. You know, even this one guy said that, hey, he don't even get along with his family like they used to. They not together like they used to be. You know, that's because a lot of you cats out there, y'all don't understand this truth, man, and what's to come here in the near future. You know, these things are prophetic. You know, it's not going to be the same that it used to be anymore. The Most High is going to remove all that partying and bullshitting, man. You know, that's exactly what's getting ready to happen. And that's where we're headed to. You know, the whole world, for we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now, man. And that's all you've been seeing on social media. Everybody complaining about how the time is speeding up and how basically they don't feel the same. Nothing feels the same. Video games don't feel the same. TV don't feel the same. Sports don't feel the same. Holidays, so-called holidays, don't feel the same. That's because the Most High is removing the mirth from this country, man. You know, there's no time for that anymore. Nothing but death, bloodshed, and destruction is coming now. You know, I'm going to go grab this video, a little short clip that I got. You know, then I'm going to get some scriptures because the Most High is going to move all of this mirth. Point blank period, man. Let's get this.
I don't know if it's just me chosen ones out there, but like the energy today, New Year's Day, it just feels like really weird. And it doesn't feel like a good energy. It just feels like weird. I don't know if it's because maybe I went out last night and I hung out with some of my friends or whatever, but I don't know. The energy just feels weird, and I don't know if it's just me, so let me know how you guys are feeling today. You know, yeah.
You guys, nothing is the same anymore. Everything is different. Family is no longer the same. Family has become colder, meaner, more distant. Holidays and traditions have changed. Black Friday isn't the same anymore. Back in the day, people used to run and fight trying to get the items they were getting. Now you can barely find yourself a deal. Thanksgiving doesn't feel the same. Christmas doesn't feel the same. Church feels semi-different. It used to be warm and you were connected with a lot of people, and now it's about mega churches and coffee and big smoke screens during worship. Cartoons have changed, y'all. You used to have shows like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. I grew up with shows like Edna and Eddie, Kids Next Door, Jimmy Neutron, and now you have a bunch of just super colorful, hyper animated, no plot, weird cartoons that really make no sense whatsoever. Video games have changed. You don't feel the passion in these new games anymore like you used to. You had legendary games like Halo where you literally felt the blood, sweat, tears, and time that they took to make that game. Now it's about DLC, half making it, and trying to get as much money as possible. There's no passion anymore. Food has changed, the quality tastes funny, music's changed, the lyrics suck. I want to go back.
You see that?
I don't know if it's just me chosen ones out there, but like the energy.
People are starting to get fed up, man. You know? Because that's the times that we living in. The Time for Mirth and all of those things that we used to do was a rap, man. Yeah, when we was growing up, man, you know, we had the best cartoons. Like, in my opinion, when we was growing up, I grew up in the early 80s and 90s, man. You know, we had a ball growing up. You know, the cartoons, the video games, you know, the so-called holidays. We was doing all of that shit, man. And it was a time to be alive at that time. You know, when we were in the dark. But now, it's time to wake up out of that sleep. You know, everybody needs to get up out of that sleep, which we know the vast majority of the people going to continue to stay living that illusion that they have in their mind within themselves. But at the end of the day, hey, party time is over, Captain. Party time is over. You know? Let me get a couple of these scriptures. This is Jeremiah 25 and verse 10. Moreover, I will take from them the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the sound of the millstones and the light of the candle. You see that? See, a lot of things is going to happen to where y'all not finna do the things that you used to do. Esau getting ready to come down with hardcore wrath. You know, the times is changing, and we in the times of great evils, man. Great evils are coming upon this place. And some people see it, but they don't understand what's going on. They don't know that the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is the one that's starting to bring this shaking, man, this great shaking in you people, man. You know, and y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all need to fasten your seatbelts. You know, because the things that's getting ready to take place, there's no way around it. You know, everybody finna be on an equal playing field. Nobody's finna be doing better than the next person, save the elect, even though the elect gonna go through some things in tribulation too, but not nowhere near as close to you worldly folks, man. You know, that's the days, man. A beautiful time that we living in, because we seeing all these things be fulfilled in real time. The scriptures is jumping off the pages. Slakia. This is Lamentations 5 and 15. The joy of your heart is ceased. Our dance is turned into mourning. The crown is fallen from our heads. Woe unto us that we have sinned. You know, the Most High is bringing all these things upon this nation. You know, and on you and upon you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because we went off in our forefathers, you know. And all the way up until this day, our people been going off. Y'all think it's a game, and all y'all want to do is have fun and party and bullshit, man. You know? Let me get a scripture. I hate this phone. You see that? Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. The rich in faith. We sit in a very humble state, man, because we know what's getting ready to come. But these things are a surprise to you people, because y'all not paying attention. Because a lot of you people are worried about is your careers, your jobs, chasing that bag, who you finna lay with, right? Y'all not paying attention. Nobody's paying attention except for the brothers on the highways and hedges, man. A lack of good sense, an act of folly. And that's what a lot of our people now don't have. Our people don't have no morals, man, no lack of good sense. Everything is a joke. Everything is foolishness. You know, stupidity. Lack of foresight, lack of sense, man. You see that? Recklessness. That's our people for you. And because of all of these things, judgment has been set in stone against our nation, and I mean the 2/3. You know, that's what's going on. Folly is set in great dignity, man. Everybody think it's a game out here. And I will turn your feast into mournings. And you was hearing what he was talking about, their false feasts, the Christmas, the Thanksgivings, you know, the things that our people do on the world. You know, it's not the same no more. The Most High said he was going to turn them things into mourning, man. And I will turn your feasts into mourning and all your songs into lamentation. And when you go into lamentation, that's basically going into sorrow, man. Weeping, wailing, crying, sobbing, moaning, wail, lament, sorrow, complaint. Wasn't they just complaining? Because, hey, we're in that time, you know, and we know that these things are coming. So it's really not a surprise to us, because we were all of these were foretold, man. All of this stuff was foretold, man. And it's crazy that y'all don't see it coming. Jake and them out here hurt. Jake out here hurt real bad. Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime before us, basically, were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. You see that? We reading up on these scriptures, you can see the times that we're coming into, man. All of these things were written for our learning. You know, and that's why a lot of you people that go through a lot of things on this side, man. And I was there, and I was in that boat as well. A lot of you people don't know the scriptures. They always get mad when you bring the scriptures up, but literally the scriptures are life, man. I call it basic instructions before leaving earth, man. You know, and a lot of them instructions are not basic. Some things are extremely deep to where you will have to have the spirit on you and the knowledge and wisdom given to you from on high, man, from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, for you to understand these scriptures. And plus, you have to have the right men teaching it to you. You know, we're not surprised at these things to come. If anything, it's strengthening up our faith even more. Why a lot of you worldly people are losing faith, because you were taught in the churches those prosperous doctrines, man. Y'all were taught them prosperous doctrines that if you give money, that your life will change for the better, which is all BS, man, which is all vomit. You know, we tell y'all these things, y'all listen, but then y'all go right back to that vomit, man. You know? I'm gonna go get that. Proverbs 26:11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool return to his folly. And that fucking Christianity, that's pure foolishness, man. Nothing but folly. We can share this thing with you people, man. We share this stuff with y'all because the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai told us to, according to scriptures, that we have to go out and feed the sheep. And some of you do listen. But then what you do, you go right back and you go right back to that vomit, man, that Christianity. I got quite a few friends that I shared this truth with for many years, man. Now this clown talking about going to get baptized in the Sunday church, man. You lost. You through. And that's why the Most High gonna take care of you, man, in the worst way. You know? Our people just caught up in this world. They putting their faith and trust in man and in this country. And this country is on the verge of being burned up, being turned into straight stubble, man. You see that? And I will turn your feasts into mourning and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head. And I will make it as the morning of an old only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day, man. It's finna get extremely bitter out here, you know? And the reason why you Jakes and you Eves don't care is because the fire ain't hot yet. Because that's usually how our people are. They wait until it get real bad, then they try to seek the face of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and that ain't gonna get you out of this one. That's why we showing our faith now. You don't want to try to show your faith. You don't want to try to show your faith when the shit hit the fan. It's too late. You ain't got nothing else to prove except that you were caught up in your mirth and folly and foolishness and madness in this world on this side, man. You was caught up in these worldly things, right? Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth, all the merry-hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth, the joy of the harp ceased. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink, nor be bitter to them that drink it. Isaiah 24:9, I'm going to read that again. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. Y'all not even going to be able to enjoy yourselves out here, man. It's going to get that bad. You know? To where y'all not going to be able to enjoy yourselves the way y'all go to these concerts. Now when you go to them, it's shootouts going on. You can't go to public gatherings because you got to worry about a fake ass, some type of terrorist attack. You know, somebody acting a fool. You know? You women, y'all can't do what y'all used to do because y'all getting beat the mess out of on a daily basis. I just seen a woman on TikTok earlier or Facebook, one of them videos. She was talking about pulling up on somebody and fighting. And she pulled up. And she got pistol whooped. And you should have seen this woman's face, man. I'm talking about you barely see who she was. And that's because we living in the world where the love of many are waxing cold, man. So there's no more time for party time. It made me think of the mask. When he first put the mask on, he talk about his party time. That's gone. All of that is gone, man. You know? There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. You see that? That's prophetic. That's what's coming to this nation, man. You know? The city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. You see that? Destruction is coming to Babylon. The time to let all that mirth go is now. But like I said, a lot of people wasn't blessed with eyes to actually see and ears to actually hear. You can hear and see, but you can't actually see and hear. And I mean spiritually when I'm talking about that. You know, y'all hear these things and y'all say the same thing over and over again. Man, they've been saying this for years. But hey, that's where you're going to get caught like a thief in the night, man. Salakia. Jeremiah 7:34. Then will I cause to cease from the cities of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem. And Judah and Israel, we are a people before we are a place. Remember that. It's not talking about that land over there. We are a people before we are a place, man. Anywhere our people reside at, that will be considered Judah or Jerusalem, because we are a people before we are a place. Then will I cause to cease from the city of Judah and from the streets of Jerusalem the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, for the land shall be desolate, man. At that time, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Judah and the bones of his princes and the bones of his priests and the bones of his prophets and the bones of his inhabitants of Jerusalem out of their graves. I was just reading that. You know, that's a totally different chapter. I should have just stopped at the last verse, but it's okay. It's all right. I'll get into that scripture another time. But yeah, that mirth, that gladness, you know, that y'all love. You know? The gladness of feeling of joy, pleasure, delight. All of that is going out the window. Because you can hear these brothers talking about that. Nothing is the same anymore.
I don't know if it's just me chosen ones out there, but like the energy today, New Year's Day, it just feels like really weird. And it doesn't feel like a good energy. It just feels like weird. I don't know if it's because maybe I went out last night and I hung out with some of my friends or whatever, but I don't know. The energy just feels weird, and I don't know if it's just me. So let me know how you guys are feeling today. You know, yeah.
You guys, nothing is the same. Family is no longer the same. Family has become colder, meaner, more distant. Holidays and traditions have changed.
You see what he said about the families, right? That's prophetic that family will be that way, dog. People don't get these scriptures, dog. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, man. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance. Let me go see something one time. Might not give me much. Let me see something. Salakia, y'all. Let me see something. Give me 1 second. See that? To cut into 2 parts. So he's finna split up the family to where your family ain't gonna be together like they used to be. Cleave us under a sever. When you sever something, you separate it. You know? You cut it apart. It's not, that's how our family is now. Most families on earth right now, especially here in America, most of them are apart, man. They don't kick it together like that no more. Me and my family, I don't see my family at all. Hardly ever. The only family I see is my mother, and my most important family of all is my brothers on the highways and hedges that I teach with, man. You know, that's the only family I actually see weekly. You know, I see them brothers more than my own family. I talk to them brothers more than my own family. You know, the Most High has separated the families, have put division amongst the families, man. You know, and that's what people don't get either. The Most High is not playing, y'all.
More. Back in the day, people used to run and fight trying to get the items they were getting. Now you can barely find yourself a deal. Thanksgiving doesn't feel the same. Christmas doesn't feel the same. Church feels semi-different. It used to be warm and you were connected with a lot of people, and now it's about mega churches and coffee and big smoke screens during worship. Cartoons have changed, y'all.
The thing is, church was always a joke. Church was always a joke. It just took people to grow up and to see certain things differently, because you don't see things the way you see them when you a kid, when you grow up. You see things totally different, man. Some of you still got childish minds that don't see any of it at all. But these 2 brothers that I showed, they definitely see something ain't right. They know the energy is off here in America. It's not the same. Like I said, the mirth is over, Jack.
It used to have shows like Tom and Jerry, Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny. I grew up with shows like Edna and Eddie, Kids Next Door, Jimmy Neutron. And now you have a bunch of just super colorful, hyper-animated, no plot, weird cartoons that really make no sense.
Even at the time of a lot of us growing up, when our families were actually intact, man. Your family was happy to see you. You was happy to see your family. You know, you ain't probably only see them once or twice a year. Because of the holidays, that was most of the time, so-called holidays anyway, that was most of the time everybody got together. You got to go see your favorite cousins and your uncles and your nieces and nephews. You know, you get to see all of that. Y'all do the whole shebang. line up and go eat that nasty ass pork at Christmas and Thanksgiving. Even if my family was still glued together, man, I wouldn't be going to those like that. Not, I know Thanksgivings and Christmases, nah. You know? The world is divided. Family is divided. You know, all of that being close to family and loved ones, that's all out the door. It's over.
Whatsoever. Video games have changed. You don't feel the passion in these new games anymore like you used to. You had legendary games like Halo where you literally felt the blood, sweat, tears, and time that they took to make that game. Now it's about DLC.
That's facts right there too. When we was growing up, the video games were fire, man. The only thing that makes these modern day video games good is the graphics, man, and all the different things you can do with them. It's like they're more realistic now than what they were back then. But hell, back then when you bought a Nintendo cartridge or a Super Nintendo game, Sega, whatever system or console that you had, when you bought a game, you got that whole game, man. $30, $40, $50, I think, for a Nintendo cartridge back in the 90s. But you got the whole game. You know, we ain't have DLCs. What we did have was Game Pro books where you can look in there and find little codes to video games and get little vouchers and see what's coming out next. But now, they milking y'all. They just remaking games, repackaging them, and selling them to you, and then selling you half the game. That shit is over. I still play my little video games now, but I'm more adamant to go to the older games now. You know, the Sonics, the Mega Mans, you know, stuff like that. You know, when I do decide to play my game, that's where I'll be more leaning towards now.
Half making it and trying to get as much money as possible. There's no passion anymore. Food has changed, the quality tastes funny, music's changed, the lyrics suck. I want to go back.
He said the food suck. Oh man. That's hilarious. This is Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So yeah, all this food is trash here, man. It's defiled. You go in the stores, look on the back of the ingredients, you see all them extra fillers and, you know, all that madness, you know, cancerous stuff they put in there, stuff that causes ADHD and all of these things in children, you know. It's defiled, man. Spoiled, marred, impaired. You know, degraded, polluted, poisoned. That's the food. Did he just not say that? Is it not written in the scriptures that we will eat defiled bread? But the scriptures ain't the truth? Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping, man. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread amongst the Gentiles, whither I will drive them. So no matter where you are, you're going to get some defiled food. You see they spraying poisons on the freaking vegetation. You go in the grocery store in the produce section. You see they got the little sprinklers at the top of the vegetables and fruits, and it look like it's spraying water. That's poison too. That's poison as well. Y'all just think it's sweet though. You know? Let me go back to that. Matthew 10. Because the brother was talking about the family being separated or whatnot. I got sidetracked talking about a lot of other different things, but I'm back. This is Matthew 10:35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law, and a man's foe shall be of his own household. See, that's why you see a lot of family members taking each other out as well. Family ain't glued together no more. That's over. It's a spirit of pride and arrogancy, man. And the me. Everything is about me with everyone now and family members. You know? So you're gonna be at odds with your people now. Now your family is the ops. Now your family the ops. And some brothers and sisters are starting to see that. You know? Let me see here. This is Jeremiah 16 and 19. For thus saith the Lord of hosts, of armies, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the God of Israel. Behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth, the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, our power? First and foremost, y'all start worshiping these other gods. Y'all start worshiping these other gods and following the ways of the heathen. When the Father said, don't do that. You see that? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. Ain't y'all learning the ways of the heathen? Y'all celebrating Halloween, Christmas, your birthdays, you know, Valentine's Day, All Hallows Eve. Ain't y'all celebrating all of that? And be not dismayed at the signs of heavens, for the heathen are dismayed at them. The signs of heaven, they don't know what's going on, but we know. You know? But y'all learned the ways of the heathen. And y'all also did this. I mean, get this. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 1, verse 13. Then certain of the people were so wait. Let me go back some more. Salakia. Bam. 1 Maccabees 1 and 11, and I'm going to read on down. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. Didn't the Most High say, learn not the ways of the heathen? But our forefathers did it, and y'all doing it still to this day. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. We surrounded by heathens, man. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen. See that? Y'all started following the ways of the heathens, the Gentiles, and you became Gentiles. You became Gentiles. You started living like the Gentiles. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathens. So y'all started following the ways of the heathens, worshiping the other gods, and made themselves uncircumcised. Being uncircumcised, you turned your back on this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and you turned your back on the covenant that was given to our forefathers, man, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the covenant, the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Now look at y'all. Y'all out here sold into mischief. And being caught up in a bunch of folly and mirth is a bunch of mischief as well. That's what y'all did. But y'all don't see it because our people have no accountability. Our people point the finger. You point the finger. Ezekiel 26:13. And I will cause the noise of thy songs to cease. Y'all not going to be going to these concerts too much longer. Sooner or later, y'all going to go to one of these concerts with a whole lot of people. And some shooting's going to go on up in that bad boy. I think possibly I could be wrong, but I think so-called Lil Boosie, a man that called himself Boosie, he's supposed to be coming here and people going to be lining up 50 going up to go to that. And you know the type of music they spit. Damn near genocide, man. Killing of your own people. And I will cause the noise of thy songs to cease, and the sound of thy harps shall not be no more heard. And I will make thee like the top of a rock. Thou shalt be a place to spread upon nets. Thou shalt be built no more. For I, the Lord, have spoken it, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. This place is doomed, y'all. The mirth is over. You know? But like I said, a lot of you going to be caught in the thief in the night. It's a beautiful scripture right there. I'm going to read Jeremiah 16:10. And it shall, and it shall come to pass when thou show this people, all these words, and they shall say unto thee, wherefore hath the Lord pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that have committed against the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, our power? Then shalt thou say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, saith the Lord, and have walked after other gods, bingo, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. You remember what I just brought out in First Maccabees, man? They forsook the holy covenant and started following the ways of the heathen. Our people back then, and y'all follow them same customs today, and that's why y'all be out here getting fucked up. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk everyone after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Therefore I will cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither nor your fathers. And there shall ye serve other gods day and night, where I will not show you favor. Y'all don't see why we in this situation, or what our people was put in this situation. You should by now while reading Jeremiah 16. Go read it. So at the end of the day, man, y'all not finna be mirthing it up. Them brothers in the video, they know it. It's a lot of other brothers out here that know it. It's over for Babylon. All that fun time, playtime, it's over. So Hosea 2:11. I will cause all her mirth to cease. It's talking about Babylon. I will cause all her mirth to cease. Her feast days, Her new moons and her Sabbaths are her solemn feasts. This is not Babylon. I'm Salaki. It's not talking about Babylon. That's what's coming to our people, though. You know, and that came to our people. You know, we weren't able to keep our high holy days like we supposed to. You know, we started following these other gods. Even to this day. Sometimes you can't keep the Sabbath like you want to keep it because you got to go fucking to the plantation for these dogs. You know? It's a lot of different commandments that we can't keep here in this captivity, man. A lot of them. And that's why they mourning out here. They see it. And it's going to get worse. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule of the people mourn. And that's what you see in that video right there. Them brothers are mourning. They fed up. You know, they see that it's not the same no more. And it's not the same. And it's going to get worse day by day by day. We still in January and seeing all type of shit unfold this year. You know? But with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Until next time, Shalom and Abad Babal.